Chance Hymas, first moto career win just a couple weeks ago at Thunder Valley, and now we're back. We got the job done in total. Man, we've talked about it before. It's been a road. Tell me how it is.
Yeah, it feels good. I had no idea that I had the overall until I got back, and they're pointing me to the number one. I'm like, am I winning the overall? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, all right. Do it on America's birthday weekend. I was super stoked, but honestly, I was just honestly stoked that me and Joe were 1 and 2. Even if he passed me, we were still 1 and 2. But just getting Honda, both of us up there, it was really good for the team. It shows how hard we're working, and honestly, just stoked for me and Joe. It was a good battle. He pushed me all the way to the end, and it was honestly pretty fun. So I'm just a lot of hard work goes into it. It's finally starting to pay off a little bit, and kind of going back and forth on results, and just need to put it together, in the first motos. But second motos have been really strong and really good. So yeah, executed really good today and led her wire to wire. So made up some good progress, and just need to keep working.
What was the best piece of advice you got this weekend?
I mean, honestly, this weekend, probably from my dad, just telling me to, if I'm going to switch up lines, just believe in it. Like, I was kind of lost the first motos with line choice, and he's like, dude, he's like, you're one of the best. Just, you know how to hit a corner, pick a line, commit to it, and you'll be fine. And even Dad's told me to ride loose, just like at the compound. Jet's telling me to, just be loose, and it's basically what I did. I rode loose, and I was just believed in my lines and just attacked the track, that moto. So,
speaking of loose, I mean, that was the biggest thing. A little bit in Moto 1, but more in Moto 2. I hate, everybody says we compare too much Jet stuff, but I got to throw it out here. You're hopping through stuff. You looked more relaxed, not as tight on the bike, like definitely using the braking bumps. You had a little bit freer look to yourself this weekend. That's something you've been working on? Yeah,
and I've just been riding a little bit tighter in the first motos. Like, I don't know. Obviously, it's a mental thing for me. I'm probably just so amped to go that I override the track a little bit, and it just leads to more mistakes. Where if I just relax like I did the second moto and just think about the lines and just do my thing, like the way I was riding out there is how I ride during the week. So just trying to execute that and just do it every time I'm out on the track. That's my thing. It's kind of hard the first moto when I get out front and all I want to do. The tracks, they smooth out a bunch of the tracks, so you just want to just twist the grip, but gotta be out there for 35 minutes and be smart about it. So kind of just blew myself up in the beginning, like first half of the moto, 20 minutes, and just line choice was horrible. So, but yeah, second moto, just was playing around with the bike and just trying to ride like I do at home, and obviously it paid off, and got screwed with lappers a little bit, but Joe was riding really good and chased me down, and honestly I had to pick up the pace a little bit. So it was good learning experience. Obviously doing it here at RedBud on America's birthday weekend, it's proud to be an American, that's for sure.
I would say it's a great podium to pull your first win on. It is loud.
It was insane. Fans everywhere, air horns, like it's.
You held a deer?
I held a deer, Evan the deer. Yeah, it's I can't even explain it. Like it's a once in a lifetime experience. Like first overall is one thing, but honestly here at RedBud, it's everyone. I feel like every American dreams about winning at RedBud. Like it's one of the bucket list things to do as a professional athlete in the sport.
Yeah. It's kind of like, I mean, they talk about Daytona. You want to win the Daytona 500 if you're in NASCAR, and you want to in Indy. I feel like outdoors RedBud is it. If you're an American, especially, there is a vibe to it that is.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even in Supercross, winning Daytona or something like that, like it has such a prestigious, such a prestigious title to it. And I mean, obviously, I'm American, proud to be American, blessed to be in the country, and that's what we're here. Everyone's here because they love America and love dirt bikes, and that's honestly, it's like rewarding feeling. It's for all the men and women serve the country and sacrifice their lives so we get to do what we love. That's pretty cool.
I was talking to Hayes during the moto because I walked up and I actually asked him, like, man, why does your boy look so free? Why is he hopping? He mentioned real small changes this week, just bar risers. A little bit taller?
Yeah, just
open up body.
Felt like front end was getting a little low in corners. Like forks weren't soft. They just raised up my my bar risers so I could stay a little neutral on the bike. I guess that's the easiest way to say it. But yeah, just went back to base setting, didn't touch it, Haven't touched all weekend.
You've been kind of chasing forks a little bit this year, haven't you?
I've been chasing, yeah, just looking for a little bit stiffness, but I honestly just said, I won my first moto win on my base setup. My base setup, I've proved that it works good. I'm basically just looking for suspension just to try stuff.
Yep.
So it's like, all right, let's buckle down. We're going to stay on base stuff this week. If it works, we're not changing. So we're kind of at the point right now, I'm done changing, you know. I was kind of doing it because I wanted to learn, but it's hard to, go away from that. So
one other one that's I think really cool is, kind of your whole path here. Like, Honda had never done an amateur. There was a lot of negotiation there. They believed in you. You jumped. Like, Mitch congratulated you. You were Team Green. You could have gone PC. You believed in trying to get in here. The Lawrence has moved on, and honestly, I think some of us media and fans have a question like, hey, could you or Joe take up that mantle? And I mean, you both have had really good individual results over the last couple weeks, but that together on the podium shows like, hey, it isn't. The Lawrences are amazing, but in the same breath, like, this whole program works. You guys work. Like, you and Joe are plenty capable. It's really, I think, cool and rewarding to everybody here.
Yeah, definitely. Me and Joe are plenty capable, and we proved to that moto. I mean, we ran away from everybody. It's just I'm still learning. Joe's still learning the team and the bike, and obviously this is my second year pro, so I got some learning to do and a lot more learning to do along the way. But it's just I'm kind of coming into my own right now. I'm starting to figure it out. Like, people don't understand it's a long process. It's a big learning process. It's something every weekend. Right when you get it, you think you got it figured out, just throws a curveball, and there's always something. You're like, damn it, dude! Like, you don't just stuff you don't expect, But it's what makes Jet Hunter the best in the sport. They're prepared for anything, no matter what. Even if they don't know they're prepared for it, they're prepared for it when it happens. They can make decisions like that, and I need to learn how to be more like that and just be so responsive when things start going sideways a little bit. So, I mean, yeah, Joe was riding really good. I had to pick up the pace because he was catching me. So, I mean, we're figuring it out. Jet Hunter, they definitely gave us some big shoes to fill, but I mean, it's either pressure or it's motivation. And for me, it's motivation, and I feel like for Joe, it's the same thing. It's everyone tries to paint the picture that it's pressure, and maybe we're not going to be able to do it, but it's endless opportunity for us. They proved that this bike's plenty capable of winning, and it's just for us, we mentally got to figure it out, and get our bodies right. So, at least for me. So, yeah, we're figuring it out, taking some time, but honestly, this year, with tearing my ACL last year, I just wanted to learn as much as possible. And honestly, the fact that I'm doing this good this summer was a surprise for everybody. I mean, coming in, I knew that I wanted to do this good. Just, you don't really know how you stack up, especially with the Supercross season that I had. But now that I'm here, I mean, I came back and I was fourth in the first moto, and I was pretty pissed. Just like, I made mistakes, and I'm, fourth place is still really good with my current situation, but I want more. And now that I've won an overall, it's like, all right, the only thing I'm satisfied with is an overall win,
Yeah.
Unless I come from back in the pack and climb up to a fourth or fifth or something like that. But you got to take it with a grain of salt, learn what you can. It is what it is. So
I'll leave you with one last thing. Second moto, the start was insane. Front tire wasn't even spinning by the time we got to the corner. And opening 2 laps, I think you put almost 6-7 seconds in Joe. Just opening 2 laps was great.
I don't got much to say. I was found some good lines in the side lap. My start was absolutely insane. I wanted to come around the first corner and throw number 1 up. I was like, I'll do it next weekend, But
That's it for another time.
yeah, no, it was honestly unreal. It was kind of unbelievable. I just executed the start perfectly and just did my thing, rode like I knew how to. So it was good.